your kit will come with the glass that you chose, with the guidelines marked to go with the decal that you purchased. If you didn't choose the decal kit and you just purchased a decal, you're just going to have to determine where you would like the lines on the glass that you're choosing to put it on. Your kit will also come with an application tool. Okay, now first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that there's no lint or dust or anything on your glass, so I like to kind of wipe it off a little bit. Make sure there's nothing on there to get stuck underneath your decal. Now take your decal and you want to use your transfer or your application tool and rub your vinyl and transfer tape. Make sure, because you want to adhere your vinyl well to the transfer tape so it doesn't stick to the backing when you go to apply it. Okay. Once you've done that, you want to take a ruler and your pen and draw a straight line. When you're using this, it doesn't have to be centered. You just want a straight line that goes between the two. You use this straight line to keep your decal lined up during application. We take a scissor and we want to trim close to your decal. Don't trim the edges off because you want to be able to hold on. Okay. I always like to cut them apart because if you try to lay it as one big piece, with the curve of the glass, it tends to end up really crooked or not lay nice. Now you take your transfer tape, peel it back from the backing about halfway. You see my Y is going to hang down, so I want to make sure I put it on the end so it's not underneath the black guideline. Now use your guideline just to make sure it's straight. You don't want to put your decal on your guideline, you just want to use it as a guide. Now you can rub your decal. Try not to rub the glass because you don't want to leave any fingerprints on there when you're going to apply the next line. Okay, take the second piece. And again, don't trim the edges because you want to be able to hold on. Now you're going to find your center. I'm going to line up my two the straight line I drew, and line them up as close as you can. And again, use your guideline, but don't put it on your guideline. Let's see. Okay. Now you want to take your application tool and rub your transfer tape and vinyl to make it adhere well to the glass. Make sure when you're rubbing you're not going straight down. You don't want to dig into your vinyl, you just want to smooth it down. Just roll it one more time, make sure you got it all. Okay. When you remove it, you want to make sure you're going down at an angle and go slowly, just in case any of your vinyl got stuck to the transfer tape instead of the glass, you'd be able to lay it back down and rub again. Okay. Same thing with the second line. Okay. Now you're gonna want to put your lobster on, but where he goes, you'll see the black line is still there. So you want to take your paper towel and rub off where his claw is going to be. You see I took the black off. Now I'm going to trim him a little bit, but you still want to leave enough room that you can hold on to him. When you peel him, make sure all of him stays hooked to the application tape. I grab each side and I lay it down. And I like to put his claw kind of around the B. And pull it across and then lay it all down. And then take your application tool and rub. Okay. And the same thing, you want to peel back, but peel slowly just to make sure that everything is hooked to the glass. And there's your lobster. Now we want to take your paper towel, and you can use water if you like. I like to use just a little bit of window cleaner. Doesn't take very much, just enough to kind of wet the paper towel a little bit. I like to take a really small piece and just rub that little line off. It just takes it off nice and clean. Okay, and there's your finished glass.